In 2016, Beryl and Vernon Domingo were among the many witnessing history.
We sat in the State House in Boston for 7 hours while this was debated.
Legislators in Massachusetts passed a law prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity.
And it was just a joyful time for those of us in the gallery sitting and seeing our representatives voting on this issue, taking away that idea that transgender is something strange, making sure that transgender people had civil rights in our society.
Soon after that bill was signed into law, opponents confirmed they received enough signatures to bring it to the November ballot for repeal in 2018.
To have it come back now, after all these years, is very distressing, very disappointing.
The outcome of the ballot will affect them on a personal level. Vernon and Beryl's son, Micah, was born and raised female. He came out as transgender in 2009.
I can remember it like it was yesterday. We were definitely stunned, became very worried. What would his life be like? What would this be for him in the society? How would he manage? So we needed to find a way to get us to the point where we could understand what this was all about and really feel that we can truly embrace it and accept it and support him.
They began by seeking out a support system of their own. The organization Parents and Families of Gay, Lesbian, and Transgender Children connected them with others on the same journey.
We felt validated that because I felt kind of guilty that I was feeling sad and worried, and but then I realized that this is probably pretty normal for families in the beginning.
Micah now lives in New York and his family remains close.
Micah always tells us that the best day of his life, the day that he always remember and will always celebrate, is the day he started hormone treatment.
It was like he was reborn. And Micah's very happy. He's just outgoing and he's living the life that he wants to live.
Through their experiences, they've also seen the challenges and rejection transgender people face. The Domingos are now holding public presentations at area libraries and schools, educating the public on the term transgender and the anti-discrimination law.
In Massachusetts and in many other states, prior to 2016, if you walked into a restaurant and you're a transgender person, you could be denied services. You could go into a hospital and say, I'm a transgender person, and they could care less and not treat you the way according to the gender that you identify with. You could be fired from your job if you come out as transgender. So there were lots of different areas in daily lives that transgender people especially, were experiencing discrimination, harassment. They were often targets of harassment and even violence.
The law bans discrimination against transgender people in housing, education, and unemployment. The law also says transgender people have the right to use public accommodations in accordance with one's gender identity. The campaign leading the opposition focuses on the latter.
One of the issues that we're concerned about is that the other side is trying to make this a case of the bathroom bill.
We see that as totally ridiculous because there are laws, if you commit a crime, anybody that commits a crime, there are laws to deal with that. And to sort of push this issue as if somehow people will use this gender identity law as a cover to commit a crime in a restroom or in a locker room. This seems so far-fetched. Why would people want to take away the rights of a group of other people?
People have the right to determine their own sexual orientation and also, in this case, their own identity. And that's a really important point. It's been a great journey for us, broadening our perspective of the human family. And for us, it's really a family issue. And families need to embrace our children as they proceed on their life's journey.